Well, after the first day of the third Investec test here at Edgbaston, how do you make sense of it all? A bizarre day with 10 Australian wickets falling and England nearly taking a lead. So what went wrong? Well, I think it was the right toss to win and bat first with. It was a good pitch, it's just Australia batted appallingly. And the key for England was to take early wickets and get Michael Clarke and Steve Smith, their number 3, in early against the new ball. And that's exactly what England did. If we look at the Investec test tracker of the day's play, you can see Warner fell fairly early on. That got Steve Smith in against the new ball. He didn't last long, neither did Michael Clarke. And then really after that it was a procession with a lot of batsmen very uncertain against the bowling of Jimmy Anderson, and with all these wickets falling like that, Australia's run rate declined, only 136 in the end, all out, and England are virtually level with them now, having lost just 3 wickets. So a fantastic day for England, brought about by the expertise of Anderson in these slightly seaming conditions where the ball just moved a little bit either way. It wasn't extravagant, but it was just enough to keep the batsman guessing which way the ball was going. A fantastic turnaround for Anderson as well, who, if we look here in the second test of this series, Anderson took no wickets at all for the first time for 5 years in his test career. 17% of the overs bowled at Lords, 17% of the runs conceded, but nothing in the wickets column. What a turnaround today. Jimmy already 400 test wickets to the good, of course, but here today 39% of the overs bowled, only 35% of the runs conceded, and 60% of the wickets taken, 6 out of 10. A fantastic performance, which really exploited Australia's uncertainty against the moving ball. Only one man managed to bat really decently for Australia, and it was Chris Rogers, who spent a lot of time in England playing for different counties, playing for club sides as well, and really honing his technique. If we look at Chris Rogers' wagon wheel and where he scored his runs, you can see he scored most of them square of the wicket, particularly through the offside. He's a left-hander, waiting for the ball to come to him and hitting it square of the wicket, under his nose, or working it through the leg side or deflecting it fine. Very few shots down the ground, because when the ball is moving around it's dangerous to play the drive unless the ball is very, very full. So Rogers' accumulation there was the only 50 of the Australian innings, and I think if England learn a lesson, it will be they have to play in a more gathering, accumulative sort of way on this pitch rather than being too extravagant. They'll take a big lead and probably dominate the rest of the match.